Alright, hello and welcome back. I'm Mara28 and you're watching Bevo's Tech Pack episode number 61. Last episode we were working on putting up some of the dirt stuff around this Blood Magic Island, and we almost finished before running out of dirt. The good news is over the weekend I've left myself running. It created a ton of dirt for me. I think it made like just under a full barrel's worth. I think it's like 57 stacks. I still have plenty of resources. I can make more of it if I need to. However, for right now, I think this is all that I'm going to need for now. This island is still hollow, so I've not filled it in or anything. And I may use that to my advantage, I may not. I'm honestly not sure. So right now we're just finishing up rounding out the island itself so that it matches the general shape of the projector thing. Building guide. That's it. It's like somewhere in there I will know the name of the block that I am making extensive use out of. So last episode was a bit of a talkie, and I have to tell you it was actually much more. It was a much more. Let's rephrase that. It was a better episode than I expected it to be, and I'm really glad to see that people could either relate or that they were able to enjoy the episode, even if it was something that was a little bit not strictly Minecrafty, and that was really nice. Oh, there's only so much excitement I can personally eke out of placing dirt blocks, and we're doing it again, but the good news is we're almost done with this dirt. Because once we get around the edge here, we will have no more to place for now. Alright, so there we go. It's a different type of shape than the one I used my island over there, because you can tell it's kind of squished, but that works okay. Let's go ahead and turn off the projection here. As well as let's go ahead and put away the dirt. There we go. Alright, so that's currently a mob spawning death area down here. I had gotten started filling this stuff in, but really I don't have the dirt to do that yet. I might try to find a better way to fill that in, but for now it'll be okay. There is a possibility I could always leave that thing hollow, and if I needed to, I could fit some more stuff in here, though I really don't think I want to do that. Or at least I'm not sure if I want to do that, let's put it that way. The main thing that I know I need to do now is that we want to go ahead and we want to get at least a top layer of dirt on this thing. Kind of like this. So if we get that up there, we should be able to use the wand. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a hotkey on this thing that'll just make it do a certain direction. Oh, it's shift. Okay. It's not direction, it's a certain face. Unfortunately, shift is also going to mean that I'm going to start sinking when I hit it, so it's not the best solution. But this definitely does work. Yeah, okay, yeah, that definitely works. Alright, anyway, so I need to go ahead and fill this in, but what I think we're doing today we're actually going to get walls on the bottom part of this. Even if it's not pretty, we're just going to get something down here so that I'm able to actually get a general layout of any sort of like decorative stuff we want to do to it. With any luck, we'll be able to actually work this kind of pattern into it. If we can't, that's okay. I'll find something else to use. But hopefully we can use that. I don't want to have just a little square edge. Let's see. I will be right back as soon as I get done putting in some of this dirt so we don't fall to our death. So I've had a very interesting weekend. Nothing really fun happened, but something that makes me feel like a complete idiot did happen, and I probably should share just if for the fact that I should own up for my own mistakes. So I have my world right now. It's pretty much running. All my power is coming from my mob farm and the 2 boilers that are in the basement, right? That's my main system. I originally set up to be used to power the mob spawners, but I've hijacked it for pretty much everything else because really you cannot beat the efficiency of railcraft boilers and big reactor turbines. No, I lied. You can beat that efficiency. You can use a big reactor instead of just the turbines. I just didn't want to go set one of those up. But anyway, over the weekend, let's see, it was Friday night, I logged into my world to try to do a little bit more work. And lo and behold, I have no power. So I go over to my little mob farm, check out what's up. The boilers are dead, the turbine's not spinning. Oh, that's great. I totally ran out of wood, right? Didn't run out of wood. I had plenty of wood in my DSU, it just didn't end up in the system there. So I go ahead, I spend about 2 hours getting enough resources to start the boilers back up and get them running relatively smoothly. The actual turbine wouldn't start generating any power until they were both up to about 100 degrees, and that actually took quite a while to reach that point. Looks like we have outer wall set up. So I get that going, and it's working fine. And then today I log back in, and guess what's not working again? Yeah, there's no functional boilers. And by now I'm going kind of crazy because it takes a while to get those things back up and running when you don't have access to your ME system. If I were smart, I would probably have kept a capacitor bank or 2 in reserve for emergency power. I've yet to do that, though I'm thinking I will probably be looking into doing that in the future. So as it turns out, though, that's nothing wrong with the ME system, nothing wrong with the export of the wood to the chest to be turned into charcoal, none of that. It's all working fine. What's not working fine is that while I did automate the production of pearls and stuff, since I now have the little farm on the side there being supplied with hose as needed, I forgot to actually export them into the chest that I use for the world anchors that I have. Yeah, so basically what was happening is the mob farm is actually being loaded by a chunk loader from Chicken Chunks, which doesn't take any fuel. So it was up all the time. But my base is being loaded by a world anchor from Railcraft, which runs on ender pearls, which had run out of ender pearls. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. Stop that. So my the boilers over there would just run all the time. And then suddenly they'd stop receiving fuel whenever I logged off because there's suddenly nobody in the area. Yeah. That's, yeah. Needless to say, I felt like a complete and utter idiot upon realizing what was happening there. But the good news is we again have power, and it only took the better part of an afternoon to get it working again. I do not want to repeat that again. Never. Never, ever, ever, ever. Alright, so we got the main square. We have, quote-unquote, rounded the edges. The doorway for these sections are going to be right in line with the upper doorway right there. What doorway? The upper staircase. So that means right here. Let's go ahead and just make a 3x3 hole. 3x3 is a good size. And we're going to do that for all sides. Alright, there we go. So yeah, after spending the time getting that working, as you could tell, didn't get much more accomplished other than the fact I finished up building the actual lower part of the bowl itself. Alright. Unfortunately, I pretty much work the entire weekend, so I don't get that much time to record episodes between Friday going out and Monday morning when this one is supposed to come out, though it might be a little bit late. With any luck, though, it should be fine. Okay, that's fine. I think we already got the other one, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, that's good. So as you can see over here, I had been experimenting with some general like layouts and stuff of a little side area, mainly to just try to break it up. And I know I've shown this before, but it's worth just looking at again. One of the main things that I know I need to look at again is that the way that the staircase is, I don't like the exposed seared stone, then stair brick, then seared stone. I could probably fix that because I think what I had over on here, yeah, what I had over here was actually stone brick stairs, which looks much better. And then you can't see the carpenter's stairs on the back that I use those for, so those hide very well. So what I need is I need to get a bunch more stone and make stone brick stairs. I need to get some of the obsidian tiles, and I need to get a ton more of these carpenter's wedge slopes. These things are like my favorite block. They're a drug. I do not need to have these, but I want them, so what we are going to do though is go ahead and get rid of some of this excess. We also need to get that support thing behind the stairs so that it looks like it's being held up properly. Yeah, so it's over here. It is, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. It's 3 of. So 1, 2, 3. Oops. Luckily, that is an easy fix. There, that way, so we don't have just mysterious floating staircases. There's something that's being pushed in the ground as a support. Mind you, it's probably a really terrible support, but I don't care about that. It's a blood magic after all. No, yeah, there we go. Also, what I should probably do while I have the sigil on me, we should go light up the bottom of this thing so that it is not a festering hole of monsters. Alright, so in here looks good. It's just a matter of getting down there. Oh yeah, this is officially a festering hole. Luckily, this sigil is very, very useful. I could probably... Oh! Stop shooting me. I could probably just make another magnum torch. This is easier for now. Never let the ability to do something correctly outweigh the ability to do something easily. And this is easy. And apparently I missed a hole there somehow. Alright, so this is going good. This will also have the added benefit of making it so that if I need to sleep over here, I can. Not to mention, oh, I didn't miss a hole. The freaking Enderman stole the dirt block. My main island, if we look at it in just a moment, you might notice there's a bunch of holes and stuff there. It's because of Endermen. They've been griefing the living poo out of that island. And that's mostly my fault because I didn't fill it in, so they're able to teleport to the inside of the island even if they can't spawn there. And they'll just pick up a block and then go away. And since I use dirt and stone and stuff, they grab the dirt and they grab the grass. And they leave me with holes. It's very, very annoying. And I hate Endermen. Not like direwolf, like can't act hate, but just genuine. I do not like them and their griefing ways. Alright, I don't have any dirt on me. We're just going to work on finishing on getting this filled in so that this is a no monster area. And I just hit a creeper with a sigil. can I do that with the skeleton? This is probably incredibly wasteful, but that's kind of funny. Wait, how did he get on fire? I don't understand how that guy got on fire. It's nighttime. He shouldn't have went up in flames. Unless there's something with his sigil that I'm not aware of. Apparently there is. It's making fire. That's interesting. I know just enough about blood magic to be able to use it, but not nearly enough to know the intricacies of what you can do with it. I know that doesn't make much sense, but yeah. I do know I love this bow, though. Too bad it is Redstone Arsenal. Oh no! Enderman. Did not give me my dirt block back. That SOB. Alright, anyway, the good news is this is now a mob-free zone. Let's go ahead and fix up the holes in the floor for now. This is from my terrible attempt at using the filler. I also need to get my little launching platform set back up again. That's much better. Excellent. That's perfect. Let's go over here real quick. If we, this thing right here, that was me. So I freely admit I did that hole. That was not Enderman. However, down here I didn't do that one, nor that one, nor these. That was not me. Nor that hole, or that hole, or this hole, or that hole, or that hole. Are you seeing a pattern here? Or this one, and this one, and that one, or that one? That's all Enderman, and it's driving me bonkers. Alright, let's go ahead and take a page out of yesterday's episode, and we're going to be doing a little bit more talking. Yay! This is going to be, of course, a little bit more interesting because it's not going to be about me. So I'm kind of curious. One of the things that I know I do, and I know a lot of people do, is I like to watch Minecraft videos. Personally, I prefer modded Minecraft over actual vanilla, but really, as long as it's got a good person making the videos, I can pretty much watch anything. Like, for example, some of the people that I like to watch, one of the ones that really stands out is Mumbo Jumbo. He's Hermit from the Hermitcraft server. Probably heard of him, maybe. He does a lot of redstone stuff, and I love redstone. I mean, I'm not terribly great at it, but if I can use it, I can. You know, I know everybody that does modded has used, like, red alloy wire and stuff, but, I mean, honest, redstone, with, like, redstone mechanics, buds, all that stuff, that does not get used that often in modded Minecraft. Just because the fact is, it's kind of clunky, it's kind of archaic, and really it's not needed. But you can do some really awesome stuff using basic vanilla redstone. And I forgot what block I needed. It was obsidian tile. Oh, you purple blocks. Crystal panel. Maybe it was panel. No, it was not panel. That's not bad, though, but it's not panel. I'm going to kill a diamond chisel. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, tiles. You know, that's not it. Let's go over here to where the post is. Yeah, that doesn't even look remotely close to it. Anyway, I like watching mumbo jumbo stuff, so while I'm going to figure this out, we may as well continue the conversation. Mumbo jumbo's good. I also like watching ethos stuff, but specifically, I'm not too terribly fond of his single player stuff. What I do like watching is his modded stuff, and that's primarily because he gets a fantastic mix between decorative and functional stuff when it comes to his builds and his actual planned out stuff for like rooms and the like. So it's something that I would really like to say that I can do. I try to do it. I'm not terribly great at it, and I'd like to get better. But I mean, it's I'm not one to make a room and try to shove everything into it. I can do it. I don't necessarily care for it, and I know that if I leave it that way, it will never be changed again. Is it crystal, maybe? It's crystal. Okay. Good to know. Alright, let's go ahead and make our missing pillars. Dun, dun. Okay, there we go. So these pillars are going to be centered based off of this wall right here. So 1, 2, and then that's totally what I wanted to do. Okay, so that one's right. So besides Etho and Mumbo, let's see, the last YouTuber that I watched a video off of was, let's see who it was. Actually, I think it was Echo the Builder. It was his, I think episode 2 for his Pathfinder Let's Play. It's a new HQ, I think it's HQ Unpack that came out by Gideon Seymour, and it has a ton of Star Trek references in it. It's actually really neat too. It is a peaceful mod pack, so the main challenge is your survival with just say not starving to death. But it looks pretty interesting. Ego does some really amazing stuff. He's more of like a power builder, power player type thing. I have never seen anybody craft as many of the certain things as I have seen him do in his videos. It's kind of daunting. It's like, okay, how do you compare to that? And the obvious answer is don't do your own thing. Let's see, so that's 1, 2, and then that means right here has to be a block, so there we go. Would you stop that? One thing I do really like about these carpenter's slopes is that they orient themselves properly once you get at least a little pattern going. And you can override that when you hold shift. It can be kind of frustrating at times though. Looks like I'm getting a little bit of lag. Oh, I take that back. Looks like I'm getting a bit of lag. At least we're going to get these pillars up. Anyway, so that's who I watch. Who do you watch? If you're watching this anyway. Yeah, anyway, that's ignoring the bad joke for now. That is not the shape we want. Alright. We're making many staring trips at seared stone. And I hear a cat. Why do I hear a cat? I don't have a cat. Alright, I might need to go check this out. See if that's either my dog whining or if that's something else. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm slightly confused, but I'm back. There was just a little cat outside the window here next to where I'm recording. Just meowing its little heart out. No idea why. However, as soon as I went outside, he decided to run away. Well, I assume it was a black cat. I have no idea. Anyway, let's see what we have so far. So we have the stone brick added to the staircase. That's good. We have pillar. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the under stair pillars taken care of. We are very quickly running out of time for this episode. One of the things that I really have been trying to do is I would like to get my episode times down just a little bit. I know that a 30-minute long episode can be kind of a bit much to watch, and I would rather have something that I know people watch than people skim through. So I've been trying to get my general episode size down just a little bit. There we go. The main problem is when I start doing the same stuff over and over again, it needs to get done. It's not terribly exciting, but it goes a long way. Goes a long way to inflating that minute count. Looking good so far, though. This is something that I've really needed to do for quite a while in terms of just getting on for building this island. I've been either putting it off or otherwise distracted, not letting myself actually get to work. But this is actually shaping up fairly nice. See, I'm going to need a boatload of these slopes, and I need to go over the edge. Let's see, is that on the edge? Yes, it is. So does that even work? How did I do this? Okay, I did the interior. It's the obliques interior slope or whatever. Yeah, we'll fix that in yeah, because that totally looks exactly like the setup we have here. Let's see, prism slope, oblique exterior slope. Yeah, so I did these here. And then I did the oblique interior slope like that. And I think I did that for here as well. And then I did a interior slope. That looks kind of right? Maybe? That is a definite maybe. That's a definite possibility that I had done it that way. Alright. And then this stuff right here is correct. We just need more slopes. Alright, so I've got a lot of work to do here yet. Before we head out, I suppose there's only really one other thing that I really wanted to do or touch base on, and before we can do that, I need to go check something out, so I'll be right back. I'm going to go see if this works. Alright, so one of the things I was thinking about for that Blood Magic Island is decorating of some like plants and stuff, and rather than just, you know, plants on dirt, I figured why not use some of the mods in Bevo's tech pack that I've not touched before. Particularly garden stuff. I don't think this was originally in the pack when I started, but it is in here now. What it lets you do is you can actually create what's essentially well, it's a terrible way of doing this. The mod itself was originally modular flower pots and was also another mod, and they basically came together. With it, it lets you make decorative trees that you can plant in pots, and it makes it look kind of like topiary-ish, as well as just specific arrangements for flowers and stuff. For example, we've got actually it's a bad search. Let's go ahead and search for this. So garden containers is part of it, as is garden core and garden trees. So let's pop the containers. So you can get things like large flower pots, decorative flower pots. I think there's one version of these that actually supports doing a redstone signal based on something. Medium flower pots, window boxes, and then you have these clay pattern stamps. So like right now I can make a clay block to make a raw large flower pot, or I can use a clay block and the Savannah stamp here to make a large flower pot savanna. Let's go ahead and put this down. So that just looks like a regular little clay pot, right? And then we have the one over here that's got the savanna texture to it, which is pretty neat. I believe we could just go ahead and throw dirt in there. We may actually need to get soil. That's coarse dirt, it's not dirt. Let's get that. Alright, so dirt. Nope. Nope. Okay. So I think what you have to do is I think I have to fire those. So let's go ahead and try that one more time. Can I just put those in there? That would have been easy. You know, I have no idea what this UI is used for. I tried looking it up and I didn't find anything relatively easily. I just know that you can put the blocks in here to make the actual clay pots themselves. Yeah, you're not going to do that. All the way down here. There we go. So now that should be an RME system. Okay. Pot. No planter. Clay. What the heck did that get called? That should have been a flower pot, a large flower pot, and it's not showing up. And there's plenty of room in the system. Where did it go? Right there, and right there. I don't know why it didn't go anywhere, but anyway. So if we go ahead and get this, we have the large flower pot. We should be able to go ahead and put dirt in it like so, right? And then I am actually going to move this because we need to get seeds and bone meal. And a sapling. You know what? We have a ton of it. Let's just go ahead and go. Let's see. That's Biomes of Plenty. I think this will work for the Biomes of Plenty apple tree. We're also going to get some bone meal and we're going to go outside. Alright. Now we really don't need to go outside. This is just going to make a little tiny tree. This is just a look to see how good they look. Because as I've said, I've really not used this before. Okay, so that plant's just like it was a little pot. Let's go ahead and bone meal it. And there you go. You get this kind of tree. It's kind of neat. It's actually a regular leaf, it looks like. It's a regular sized leaf block, so that's pretty neat. But it's got the little mini trunk. And it's fitting in the flower pot. So I'm thinking of using something kind of like this over on the little blood magic floating island. Though what I'm thinking of is I want to try to see if I can do something with some of the trees from Natura. I think I want to use probably the fuse wood or the ghost wood. I think the ghost wood would actually look really, really awesome. I just don't know if this thing supports ghost wood, and I don't have any yet to test. But the actual, let's see if we can pull it up here. Ghost wood itself is actually, it's a very palish, creamish trunk and like white leaves. And considering that island over there is going to be very colorful in terms of like red and purples and the blacks and the grays and stuff, I think the white trees would stand out really, really nicely. Especially considering they're a littler tree. Of course, this all hinges on the fact of if Natura works with this. Oh, and I'm starving. Alright, but I need to go on a hunt for those trees, though, which is what I'm going to be going to head and start to do over the next few days. Also, I'm going to be starting to doing a new recording of a new game. Actually, it's not a new game. It's a really old game that I've hinted at, but I've not actually had time to sit down to do. And that's what I'll be doing later today. For today's episode, though, we are pretty much done for now. I need to get those bloodwood. I need to get those ghostwood saplings. I also need to put some more work into getting the island over here ready for its final spiffening up, but we are getting there. I mean, I think one of the main things I need to do next actually is get the launcher here, but I have plenty of work left to do here, though it is coming together very nicely. I'm liking the fact that we can actually walk around here now, and even though these walls are not final, they do give a good visual idea of where they are, so that's very nice to see. I also need to actually make the stuff inside of here look somewhat good. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, to be honest, but I can definitely come up with something. With any luck, by the time we come back for Friday's episode, we'll have something interesting. Oh, hello, my head. Anyway, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of Bevo's Tech Pack. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below.